What is up, guys? My name is Bailey and welcome back to another one of my videos. In this video, I'm going to go over another thermal printer product that I'm checking out because the current thermal printer that I have right now is causing me some issues when I print labels. As you all know, I do ship on Amazon, eBay, and Shopify, and I do print a lot of labels every single day, and it causes an inconvenience when I have to fix the thermal printer because of paper jams. So like I said, currently I use the Rollo thermal printer, and I use fanfold labels from UPS, and when I print labels from Amazon or Shopify, I print them in bulk. So for example, if I go into Amazon and I select, let's say, 30 items that I'm shipping out for that day, I'll select all 30 and put in all of the information, the shipping, weight, as well as the size. Then I hit print as a batch, and once it starts printing, it'll print like 3 labels, then it'll jam. So then I have to press the button on the Rollo printer to feed the paper through as a blank, and then it'll reprint the last one. And sometimes when I print the last one, it'll cause an issue again, and then I have to do the same thing. So it uses up a lot of thermal paper. So it is a huge waste and a huge inconvenience because it makes it a little difficult when I'm printing different types of products onto thermal labels, because then I don't really know exactly which one is to what product. Whereas if I was able just to print it all at once, then I wouldn't have to worry about it because I have a list of the items being printed instead of having a lot of blanks and a lot of duplicates. So I'm checking out this new thermal printer. I did get this sent out to me by the company because they did know I was checking out new thermal printers. This company is called Itari, and the one they sent me is a comparison to the Dymo 4XL. I did look into the Dymo 4XL and even some other Dymo products, but the Dymo products are very expensive. I looked at Office Depot and the Dymo 4XL is like $320 where I'm currently located, or if I buy it on Amazon, it's like $250. So the one that they sent me is the comparison to the Dymo 4XL, but it is giving you the budget cost of buying one of these thermal printers. So this thermal printer right now is on sale for about $140, and there is a coupon on Amazon if you purchase it, and it's like saving you $6 or $10. So it'll save you some money by going with one of these other thermal printers instead of having to buy a Dymo 4XL, which is almost double the cost. So I do have the Itari thermal printer in front of me right now. Let me just grab that for you. So this is what it looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and unbox it and show you everything inside of this box. If you guys do want to pick this up, I'll leave a link in the description down below for this directly on Amazon. If you end up buying through that link, it does support the channel. So this one is the D520 series. Like I said, this will be down in the description down below if you do want to pick this exact model up. And it does say that it does come with 1 roll of thermal paper. So a lot of thermal printers don't come with labels on Amazon. This one does come with 1 roll. So it's great that it does come with that. So if you needed to sample it, or if you already need to start printing right away, they do give you that paper so you can get going. So I'm gonna go ahead and unbox this and show you guys everything inside of this box, and then plug it into my computer behind me and test it all out to show you guys the printing speed, the printing quality, and how it all works. So let's go ahead and crack this bad boy open here. I'm gonna slide this open. But once you open it up, it does state that it supports 20 to 115 millimeter wide format printing. So right there, it says it right when you open it, and it says enjoy printing. So if you guys are using this not only for shipping labels, you can also print stickers, or if you're printing out barcodes for Amazon FBA or whatever stickers you need to put on your packaging, it does work for that. And it can even print customized sizes if you're doing like addresses. If instead of you writing out an address on like a piece of mail, you can just print it out on one of those sticky labels and then just attach it to the envelope or whatever you're shipping out without having to write it, so it looks a little bit more classy. So let's go ahead and open this up and check everything in this box. So I'm gonna set this down and pull everything out one by one. So it comes with this right here. This is the power cable. Nothing fancy, just a standard power cable that you plug into the wall. The one that I got does come with the US plug. There are different plugs. There's a US plug, EU plug, UK plug, and a U plug. Like I said, the one that I got is a US plug because I do live in the US. So pulling that to the side, let's pull out the main thing here. So it looks like there's only 2 things in the box. There's gonna be the thermal printer itself. This thermal printer is pretty big compared to the Rollo printer. I don't know if the video shows how large it is, but I'm gonna grab my iPhone 11 here and show you guys the comparison. So that is the comparison. So you can see that it is pretty bulky, but I mean, if it does what it says it does and it doesn't cause any paper jams, I'm fine having this on my desk. You might be able to see that the Rollo is tucked away in the corner right there. This might not fit in that little crevice, but I mean, if there's no paper jams, I'd rather use this than the Rollo printer because it is causing some inconvenience when I'm printing every single day. So let's go ahead and open this up and let's see what's inside of this. There should be some stuff inside, yep. So it looks like most of the stuff that you're getting will be inside of the thermal printer. So here is the user guide. So if you need to look over that, you can check that out. They also have this on their website. So if you lose it, then you can just go on the website and check it out. Some foam for the padding. Here's the power adapter for that power cable that I showed you. Pretty interesting that they pack everything in here instead of putting it inside the box. I guess it makes it so the box is a little bit smaller. Here is the one roll of thermal paper as well as this spool. Then it's gonna come with the USB cable to plug into the printer, then to the computer to print. Now, unfortunately, this printer is not Bluetooth, it's not Wi-Fi enabled, so you do need to be plugged in order to use it. So that is a downside, but I mean, my Rollo printer is plugged in as well, so it's not a big issue for me. It does come with the USB flash drive right here if you need to install the software. A lot of printers come with this. If you end up losing this, you can go on the website and download it, but they make it very easy for you to just do it with everything that's inside of the box instead of having to go to different websites. Then here is just a self-test that they did. I'm assuming this is just to test it, just to make sure that it works before shipping it out. So you can throw that away. And then here are these two pieces that will be used for the spool. I'm assuming that will go on the side. So closing this up and just going through a walkthrough of this real quick. There's gonna be two white little buttons right here, latches that you press, and then it'll lift this top piece up like so. And then you can load your paper right into there onto the spool. On the back, it does show you some of these ports. So there's the power button to turn it on and off. I usually just leave it on if it's plugged in, so I don't have to keep turning it on every single day, as I do ship a lot. But if you don't ship a lot, you might just want to, turn it off when you're not using it. But I usually just keep it all on every time I ship. And then there's the port to plug in the power cable. Right here is to plug in the cable from the printer to the computer, that USB cable. And then these ones right here, I don't think you use these. I think they used to use these, but there's no actual port. There are icons there, but you don't use those two right here. Other than that, that is pretty much it for all the buttons on the Itari. It does have a support email as well as a phone number. If you're having issues with this thermal printer, you can reach out via email or their support via WhatsApp or their telephone number. It looks like they also have some tutorial videos on their website and on YouTube. So if this video doesn't help you set this up or sell you on buying one of these, you can check out some other videos on YouTube. All you have to search is Itari Tech. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull off this piece right here. This is the protector piece, and throw that away. There is a button on the very top that I didn't see. I'm assuming this will be to feed the paper through in case there's any issues, or when you're first setting it up, just to make sure that the printer knows what size the thermal printer is. So I'm gonna go ahead and set the spool inside of this Itari and then plug it into my computer and show you guys the printing process. So let's go ahead and open this Itari up. So here is that spool and the thermal roll that I got. Just stick the spool through the roll, then take those two pieces that I didn't really know what it was for. You stick them on the side right here just to kind of lock it in, just like that, and then get it on the other side as well, like so. So it'll look like this, so the thermal label roll doesn't come off of the spool. Then you would grab that, stick it into the thermal printer like so, and it just sits perfectly inside like that. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this tape off, but once you pull that off, close it, and it fits all in. But you're gonna need to grab that piece of paper and feed it through. So let me just pull that off and show you guys how that works. Okay, so I have that tape pulled off. You can adjust the size of the label right here, just by moving these. Hopefully this thing doesn't close on me. Let me do this for you guys. So right here, you can slide these to adjust the size. So you pull the thermal label out like so. Make sure it's the correct size. So this will be the correct size. There's a little latch that you can put it through so it holds the thermal paper. Then you could reel it back in like so. Hopefully you guys can see that. There's a little latch that it sits through right there and here. And then once you're done with that, just close it. And then you plug it in and you're ready to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and plug this in and then install the software on my computer and show you guys the printing process and the quality of the label. So here we are on my computer. I've plugged in the flash drive. These are the files that you will be getting here. They laid it out pretty simply for you guys, so they have it all in steps. So the first one is the getting started videos. You can watch some videos on the introduction of the printer or how to install it, whether you're on Windows 10 or a Mac computer. So since I am on Windows 10 and I kind of do know how to install all the drivers, I'm gonna go ahead and skip over that and go directly into step number 2, which is the drivers. And like I said, I am on Windows, so click on that and then click onto this and open it up. Then it's gonna install. I'm gonna go ahead and add a new source so you guys can see what I am currently seeing here. So it's gonna pull up this setup guide. Just click install. Then it's gonna pop up one more time and hit next. You guys will probably not see this, but just go ahead and go through the installation process and hit install. Then once you've installed it, it'll show you the label printer, and then it would say the device has been updated. Just click finish and then close out of that. So now you have installed the thermal printer device onto your computer. So now you can go back to the folder. So after all that's done, you can just open up a sample label here and test out the printer. So I have a sample label pulled up right now from that flash drive. It's just gonna be a PDF. Just go ahead and print that sample label. Make sure you select the correct thermal printer. So if you go onto here and you make sure that you have the correct printer label, it's the D520. You guys see that I do have some other thermal printers on here, but the correct one is a D520 printer. Go ahead and click onto that and then click print. And just like that, it prints right out. I'm gonna go ahead and print one more for you guys, but let me just rip this off. So when you're done printing the label, just go ahead and pull it down, and the labels that you get are already perforated. So just go ahead and rip that off. And you guys can see that is what the label looks like. So there's that. I'm gonna print one more just to show you guys that it does work. And then maybe print two more just to show you guys how it prints with printing multiple labels. So there's that one, and let's print two labels at once to show you guys how fast it can print. So right there's three. I'm gonna rip this off. There's three labels. They're all bundled up because it is a rolled label instead of the fan fold. But just looking at it, it is very legible. It's not too light and it's not too dark. You can obviously change this all in the settings, but right out of the box, you guys can see that it does print very well. But that is pretty much it for the printing. There's not much to it. You guys can see that it does print fairly quickly. Now the last thing I'm gonna show you is just gonna be this button right here. If it ever does get jammed, you would press that button and then it would feed a label through, and it would just make sure that it sizes it correctly. You can rip off that label, and you can throw this away, and it should just start printing correctly from now on out. That is pretty much what I have for you guys in this video. Thanks again to Itari for sending out this product to me. It does seem like this product, with the testing that I've done, doesn't have any paper jams, so I might start using this instead of my Rollo printer. If you guys enjoyed this type of content, make sure you smash that like button for me. If you guys want more content like this, hit the subscribe button down below and turn on post notifications so you guys don't miss any content I upload in the future. And if you guys have any questions at all regarding this or anything I mentioned in the video, make sure to drop it down in the comment section down below, and I'll catch you guys all in the next video. Peace. Everywhere I go